goes through stages, from the honeymoon highs to the tougher season lows.
But according to experts, many people quit before it gets better. Tell us more, Mikey.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, if you're married, no matter what fairy tale or dream that you were fed growing up, you know, while marriage can be very beautiful, it can also be really challenging. So I think it's really important to understand the stages of marriage. And I thought this was really fascinating. This was from Mindset Therapy. Stage 1 is the fantasy stage. It's magical, it's effortless, it's exciting, it's picture perfect. Stage 2 is the reality check stage. That's where the masks come off, you begin to notice flaws. Stage 3, now this is where most couples call it quits. This is the frustration stage. Now this is where, this isn't what I signed up for. Arguments start to sting deeper, doubts creep in. It's like, did I choose the wrong person? Then you have the growth change stage. So instead of trying to change each other, you start to understand one another and boundaries are respected. Now stage 5. This is the true love stage. We have seen each other's worst, and yet we choose to stay. And the final stage, which is the legacy stage, now this is relationship goals. You inspire each other, and it is lasting. The relationship is meaningful. So I think it's really, really good to understand that you're gonna go through all of these different stages, and when you're in that stage 3, which is the frustration stage, it's really easy here to give up.
Well, I do think, I mean, a lot of this comes back to, why are you getting married to this person? I think that before you even say I do, there needs to be a lot of questions. I think that there's pressure for people. If they have traditional ideas of what their life should look like, and they think I should be married by this age and having kids by this age and following this career path and doing this, this, and this, they may feel more pressure to get married earlier. And doesn't mean that getting married early is a bad thing, but I think that you need to ask yourself, is this the right person for me based on what I know?
Yeah.
You know, is this just the fantasy stage creating some sort of magic land of what life will look like with this person? Or have we been able to communicate? Everybody has had fights, especially early on in their relationship. What did those look like for you? Were you able to get in and out of those in a way that feels like
loving?
Well, yeah, I mean, think about it. Once you had a baby, how everything changes. Because you have this additional stress that you never could have anticipated. You didn't know what it was like to get 2 hours of sleep at night and then have to wake up and look at your spouse and say, why you didn't take the garbage out last night? Like, why? It's not, you know what I mean? It can be the little things.
But yeah, and I know we were talking earlier in the show, to your point, about shrekking and the dating term and dating down and how that's a bad idea. And I think it is a bad idea because in order to navigate the stages of marriage and the really hard times, I find that you really have to love that person. You really have to adore that person to be able to get through the really tough times. And it's so true. I don't think that people talk enough about it. It's not just the wedding. It's not just the honeymoon. It's real life, everyday life. And especially when you add kids into the mix, it can be hard.
Yeah. Well, and adulting alone is tough. There are going to be hard times for anybody, and we're all human, so we're all going to make mistakes along the way. So working through those mistakes with your partner or your own self, if you've done something, you know, it's just kind of, you have to have the right person beside you who wants to get life through with each other.
Because you're dealing with that person's, all of their experience, all of the stuff that they went through growing up. So you're bringing two opposite people together and trying to make one thing work. So it's fun, but it's hard.
It's so funny. Frankie says, we like nothing that is the same.
Nothing.
But it works.
Yes.
We work.
Opposites attract.